the headlines of continues. The governmental office convened the third online conference of the Central Student Board for implementing national target programs in 2021-2025 phase. Cần Thơ City's Health Department held a gathering in celebration of the 68th Vietnam Physicians Day. A mission group of the Industry and Trade Department visited and regarded the business operation at Suntory PepsiCo Việt Nam company in Cần Thơ City. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. On February 24th morning in Hanoi, the governmental office convened the third online conference of the Central Student Board for implementing national target programs in 2021-2025 phase. Deputy Prime Minister Trần Lưu Quang came to attend and deliver a speech. Attending the conference in Cần Thơ City were Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Khe and leaders of departments and districts of Cần Thơ City. In the 2021-2025 phase, there are three national target programs revolving the sustainable poverty reduction, new rural building, and social economic development in areas of ethnic minority people and mountains. It's reported by the Planning and Investment Ministry following National Assembly resolutions. The government has allocated central budget sources to implement national target programs in 2021-2025 phase to ministry and localities. As of now, more than 6,100 communes nationwide have got new style rural standards. The rate of poverty reduction achieved 1.5%, and 54 out of 63 provinces and cities have completed the allocation of capital for implementing the national target programs. However, there were some difficulties in the implementation process. Speeding up the progress of construction projects and devising synchronous solutions to accelerate the disbursement progress of public capital right from the beginning of the year are the directions given by Party Central Member cum Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee cum Head of Cần Thơ City's National Assembly Delegation Lê Quang Mạnh at a meeting to evaluate results of the performance of tasks in February, outline tasks for March convened by the Permanent Board of Cần Thơ City Party Committee taking place on February 23rd afternoon.
In February, the Permanent Board of Cần Thơ City Party Committee continues giving instructions to carry out political tasks which contribute to the development in all areas. Industrial production development gets an estimated increase of nearly 40% against the same period, more than 295,000 arrivals to Cần Thơ City, with a tourism revenue of over 280 billion Vietnamese dong were recorded. As of February 21st, the total budget of 2,350 billion Vietnamese dong was collected. 955 billion Vietnamese dong of basic construction capital was disbursed, representing over 14% of the plan. The Provincial Assessment Council under the Planning and Investment Ministry has agreed to adopt contents of the planning of Cần Thơ City for the 2021 to 2030 period, vision to 2050. Secretary Lê Quang Mạnh requested to boost the renewal of administrative procedures where perform the digital transformation, devise synchronous and feasible policies to attract investment and devise effective solutions for pressing issues of waste treatment, traffic jams.
On February 24th morning, Cần Thơ City's Health Department solemnly held a gathering in celebration of the 68th Vietnam Physicians Day, February 27th, 1955, February 27th, 2022. Attending the gathering were leaders of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, People's Council, former leaders of Cần Thơ Provincial and Municipal Party Committees through various periods, and delegates of the medical sector. At the gathering, delegates recalled traditions of the medical sector. Over the last 68 years, the medical sector has grown strongly and comprehensively, especially when the COVID-19 epidemic broke out at a fast transmission speed, which caused deadly risks to people and left negative impacts on production, business, and people's life. The contingent of physicians across the nation, and Cần Thơ City in particular, united to struggle and fight against the pandemic. Vitamin Nguyễn thực hiện praised the sense of responsibility and quality of services given by the contingent of physicians, especially the proactiveness and close combination among units and competent sectors in an attempt to put the pandemic under control. He hoped that the medical staff and medical facilities would exert efforts and unite to obtain the target of protecting and taking good care of people's health, contributing to successfully carrying out local political and socio-economic targets. A mission group from the Industry and Trade Department, led by Director of the Department Hà Vũ Sơn, came to visit and regard the business operation of Suntory PepsiCo Việt Nam company in Cần Thơ City.
Suntory PepsiCo Việt Nam Beverage Limited Liability Company Cần Thơ branch has officially gone into operation in 2009 under 7 hectares with 6 modern production lines and a staff of 332 managers and laborers. In 2022, the company supplied 34 million kegs of beverages to the market. All of its products comply with food safety stipulations. In 2023, the company continues setting the goal of producing 34 million kegs of beverages, investing in more new technologies to shorten the operational duration of production lines, ensuring safety standards, and improving the environmental index around its factory. Director Hà Vũ Sơn highly valued the results recorded by the company in the past time. He hoped that the company would continue developing its products and expanding its market.
The Orange Agent Down Victims Association of Cần Thơ City and Cờ Đỏ Suburban District have totally organized the groundbreaking of one house and the repair of another for Orange Agent Down victims in Cờ Đỏ Suburban District. The two newly built and repaired houses are of victim Phạm Văn Đều in Thái Đông Commune and Lê Văn Trường in Trung Hưng Commune respectively. The new one has a cost of around 80 million Vietnam dong, 40 million of which is supported by Cần Thơ City's Orange Agents Down Victims Association, and the repaired house has a cost of 20 million Vietnam dong, supported by the city's association also. The training team, Teenagers with Digital Transformation, was jointly held by the Permanent Board of Ninh Kiều Urban District Youth Union, HSE Educational Training and Consulting Company, and Cần Thơ City Center for Students Consultancy and Assistance.
The training supplied knowledge of using Canva software, the online graphic design software for 100 youth union cadres and members of 11 youth union awards. The training aims to improve competency in using information technology, catch up with the trend of digital transformation, and carefully prepare for the infographic design contest for teenagers in Ninh Kiều Urban District.
Around this time, roughly 100 universities nationwide have proclaimed their regular tertiary education information in 2023. This year, many universities plan to recruit hundreds to thousands more students than the previous year. In this year's recruitment period, Cần Thơ University plans to recruit 8,720 students into disciplines of regular education, 1,000 higher than the previous year. This year, Cần Thơ University opens 3 more new disciplines, namely architecture, regional and urban planning, and laws of economics. Students are recruited in the same 2 ways as previously, based on results of the high school graduation exam and learning results of high school levels. Regarding 2 disciplines of physical education and architecture, examinees must undergo aptitude tests held by the university. The 10th Southern Folk Cakes Festival is expected to take place from April 28 to May 2nd in Cần Thơ City. This is the annual event held by Cần Thơ City, intended to preserve and promote the cultural values of Vietnamese cuisine and the value of Southern Folk Cakes.
This year's festival will take place in the square of Bình Thủy Urban District with between 250 and 300 pavilions that display and sell certain folk cakes, display folk cakes making machines, fine art scraps, and souvenirs. As part of the festival, there will be ceremonies to pay incense tribute and offer cakes on the Home King's death occasion, demonstrations on how to make cakes, folk games, and art programs.
the updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch the English bulletin, please visit our website kenthtv.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.